Alright, well here it is, September 16th today. And it's a really nice day out here. About 66 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to about 70, 71. Light wind out of the northwest. There was a cold front that came through last night. And I've given myself about 6 or 7 hours to come out here and go fishing for bass. It's a Saturday, so I don't think it's a good idea to go onto the musky lakes today. They'll be pretty crowded. And I've been out musky fishing for the past 3 or 4 days anyways. Caught one muskie during that time. So the muskie action has not been hot anyways. This will probably be the last time I get out bass fishing for this year. Oh, I've got the first fish on here. First fish of the day. Feels like a pretty good one. I don't know if it's a bass or... yeah, it's a good sized bass. Look at that. Yeah, it's a real good sized bass. So this fish, I had a hit with that lure right there. Right there, it just hit it though. I think it hooked up. So I cast it back with this lure and it hit that lure all. It's a good sized bass. That's a yeah, 16 inches. 16-inch bass, man, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm gonna keep on going right along this line of lily pads right here. This lure right here is my primary. This is my primary rod with my primary lure that I'm using. And then if I do get a hit and a miss like I did with that one, I'll cast back with that one right there. This is a St. Croix Bass X 7-1 medium heavy power graphite. This is my favorite bass rod. This rod has a bit more backbone to it than my other one right there, which is a St. Croix Mojo Bass. It's also 7-1, I think. Yeah, it's 7-1 medium power. Medium heavy power, but it's a Mojo Bass, so it has a little bit different characteristics than this Bass X does. I have a different colored lure, different colored spinnerbait on that one. That one's all white for the throwback. It's also a 3/8 ounce. This one is a, as you can see, it has some orange and fluorescent green on it, and it's a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. It has a bigger blade on it than that one does. Send out a different vibration in the water than that one. This has got to be a bass. He hit the lure as soon as it hit the water. It doesn't feel as big as the last one though. I'm gonna say about 14 and a half maybe. I'm not laying the fish down. I'm not laying the fish down here on the bump board. I'm hovering it just above the bump board. It's 13 and a half. Just continuing right along here, along this same very large patch of lily pads. Got a slight breeze to my back here, kind of helping me out here to drift right along the edge of these lily pads. Water temperature is 66. Oh yeah, another good sized bass on here. That's a pretty big one. Yeah, another 16 incher. 15 and a half inches. I'm not setting those bass. I didn't set that bass down on the board right there. I was hovering it just above the board. That board is pretty hot because the sun is shining on it and dry. If I can cast right along the edge of the pads, just like I just did right there, where I can retrieve the lure right along the edge of the pads, that seems to be the best at eliciting a strike. Well, this bass came right off the lily pad. I cast it right up on top of the lily pads, so my lure was actually laying on the lily pads, and then I dragged it across the top of them so that it fell off down into the water and started swimming. And as soon as that happened, that fish hit the lure. I'll demonstrate here. Cast it right up on top of the pads like that, and then as soon as I brought it right off the edge, the blade started turning and the fish hit. And it happened right there. Maybe there's another one up there. See, the pads are thick enough that my lure is standing up on top of them, mostly. And I get to the edge and the spinner starts spinning. Oh, that's a hog. That is a hog right there. Well, not as big as I thought. 16 and a half.